Hi, and welcome to Healthy Home Cooking. Today we're making gnocchi with beans and spinach. Step one, of course, is to dice an onion, and we are going to saute that in a pan. And yes, we're going to saute it without any oil. So we're just going to toss that into the pan. And I have it set on high right now, so I'll back that off to maybe about 7. And as needed, I'm going to toss a little bit of water in there so that it doesn't stick. Okay, that's good. Now while the onion is sauteing, we're going to go over to a little bowl and we are going to make our seasoning mixture, which is going to include 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of dried minced onion, 1 1/4 teaspoon of dried thyme. So that's 1. There's 1/4. 1/8 teaspoon of ground rosemary. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper, I'm going to mix that a little bit, and then right on top of it I'm going to add 1 bay leaf. So that's ready to go. Also, in a second pan, I am going to start making some water hot to boil the gnocchi. Now that the onion's soft, we're going to add to that a tablespoon of minced garlic. So maybe about 5-6 cloves. Stir that around for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to add our spice mixture, a tablespoon of flour. Whatever flour you have on hand is fine. Mine just happens to be whole wheat. And a tablespoon of tomato paste. Mix that around for about 30 seconds to a minute. And after that has done its thing, it smells really good, by the way, you're going to add 8 ounces of tomato sauce, 1 cup of vegetable broth, 1 cup of water, 1/2 cup of a plant-based milk. I'm using almond milk, that's just because it's our favorite. 1 tablespoon of tamari. A tablespoon of miso, the white miso. And 6 sun-dried tomatoes, and you're going to dice those up. Stir it, bring it to a boil, and leave it go for about 5 minutes. I got lots of spice on my spatula, so I'm going to try to get that off. Now, meanwhile, my water for the gnocchi is boiling like crazy. So we're going to add the gnocchi to the water. And as soon as the gnocchi comes to the surface, it's done. It only takes about 2 or 3 minutes. And as you can see, the gnocchi is just starting to float to the top. So the floaters, I'm just going to skim off here because I don't want them to get overly done. Looks like they're all done at this point. Now my sauce has come to a boil, so I'm going to turn that down and leave it simmer for about 5 minutes. Now that the sauce is ready, we're going to put the gnocchi into the sauce. To that, we're going to add 15 ounces of chickpeas. I cook my own, so it's a 15-ounce can, but if you make your own, a 15-ounce can really is only 9 ounces of cooked chickpeas. And a 9-ounce can, excuse me, a 15-ounce can, which is 9 ounces of navy beans. Now, if you don't like navy beans or you don't like chickpeas, not to worry, just substitute whatever you like. Black bean would work. A kidney bean, cannellini beans, whatever your favorite ones are. You can even use 2 cans of the same variety. And I took a 10-ounce box of chopped spinach and I drained it. And I'm going to add that to the mix yet too. Now, if you have fresh spinach, you can add 3 or 4 cups of fresh spinach. And it can just cook in the pan, but I didn't have any fresh spinach today, so I'll just use the frozen, which works just as well. So give it a good stir, and we're going to cook it for maybe another 2 or 3 minutes to make sure the beans are warm, and then we'll plate it up and see how it tastes. Okay, now that it's warm, I'm going to take out the bay leaf because it's right at the top. And we'll plate some up so you can see it. Ooh, it looks really, really good. There. Isn't it pretty? Well, let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. Make sure I get a piece of gnocchi in there. Mmm. Yeah. Highly recommend it. Gnocchi with beans and spinach. Give it a whirl. I think you're going to like it. Thanks for helping me make gnocchi with beans and spinach. Be healthy and keep on cooking.